Coming right up. For Houston, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection. The unspoken bond that yields victory is next. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And the trend continues, Shaq. Some first-round rookies being asked to play big roles early on.
You know, player development has changed quite a bit. You know, the organization fans, we want immediate returns now.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on these young players, Ernie, when they're coming into the league. Some rise to the occasion, but others fold under the weight of their expectations.
That'll do it for us for now. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies. And then on Friday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo out there with ABC. And it's ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Brogdon in at the 2 guard. And for Houston, they've got ABC. ABC is out there with ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Paul in at the 1 spot. There should be plenty of fireworks out in the backcourt tonight in this one. Of the guards you played alongside, who is the best combination passer scorer?
Oh, man, Kev, you put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
You played with a lot of them,
out.
though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he can shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passes in this league.
3 terrific names. For 3, Middleton can't hit that one. Now, here's Tucker. Antetokounmpo defending. Harden dishes to Tucker. Paul surveying the floor. Clock at 6. And it's off the back rim. No good. Antetokounmpo against Paul. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that one's good, Brogdon.
I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Harden against Brogdon. Count that bucket. Harden's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez inside. Capella's there. Lopez, no luck. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to Harden. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And when he's on the floor, floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against San Antonio. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Paul against Bledsoe. Paul, right side, over Bledsoe. Here's Capella, and the jump by Capella.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now, here's Brogdon. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against San Antonio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Brogdon against Harden. Fires for 3. Kept wide by Houston. Here's Capella, and the jump by Capella.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, Greg, and when he's this active early, it's a sign this could be one of those big games for him.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, just an amazing game when they met them last time out. Talk about a photo finish.
Now, here's Lopez. Middleton outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Houston leading by 4. Here's Harden on the wing. From deep. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bledsoe looking around. Middleton on the wing over Ariza. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Bledsoe.
Oh, you'd like to see a stronger pick than that, but it turns out he didn't need the help.
Paul against Bledsoe. Paul kicks to Harden. For 3. Kept alive. Here's Capella. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Looking at league trends, do you miss the physicality of years past, which was so much a part of the time that you played?
I do, Chris. I do miss the physical game. I miss the bumping and grinding outside in there in the paint. But I also love the new game and the spacing. You know, you can appreciate the game so much more. It's like going to a ballet and being able to see the movement of the players, what they're doing out here. And so I love the fact it's not hampered by guys getting thrown to the floor and grabbed. Do like the physical play, though. I just want to find a happy medium.
Here's Brogdon following the score by Houston. The pass to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls. ABC's checked in for Capella. That one is no good.
Well, Mike D'Antoni is a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Now here's Paul. A 23-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the score by Houston. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tries again. Stolen by Nene. Bledsoe against Paul. Over Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things that D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of the 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Harden. Back to Paul. Takes the three. Paul can't get that one to fall.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls for them. Houston making some changes. And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in, and Gordon subbed in for ABC. And then for Milwaukee, Mirotic comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Hill in for Brogdon. Both free throws good from Lopez.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them. Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Harden. And they pick up 2. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
The three from Harden, but they recover it. Shot by Gordon, wide open. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Hill. Pass to Middleton. The shot. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Middleton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And facing an opponent that they really weren't expected to beat. I was really happy to see that they showed no intimidation at all. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Another miss by Houston.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Gordon against Middleton. To the right side. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. On the 3 off target. Houston trails by 5. Cole, no one around him. They can't stop the run with that one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ball against Bledsoe. Back to Middleton. Launches it. Sinks the 3-pointer. And now an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time, because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Houston making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. ABC's checked in for Lopez, and ABC's subbed in for ABC. Hill passes to Gasol. Hill with 5 points in the game. It's deflected, and he gets it back. 1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Paul. The teardrop falls in. And now it's just a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about shooting.
Gasol passes to Mirotic. Offline with his three. On the wing, Gordon. Down low, Paul. And he lays it straight in. Paul's got 8 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Ball's knocked loose. Gasol kicks to Hill. Back to Gasol. He dishes it to Middleton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Middleton hits them both. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Paul dishes to Mbah a Moute. Nene finds Paul. To the inside, Mbah a Moute.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Houston shooting their first free throw of the night. 32 seconds left in the first. Hill against Paul. Left side, Mirotic. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 2. Gasol's shot is good. Here's Johnson. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. The alley-oop and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee leads by just 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
Houston trails by 3. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, they've got ABC, Gordon out there with Paul. Then it's Johnson, and it's Mbah a Moute in at the 4 slot. Here's Paul. Second chance shot. Basket counts. And Mbah a Moute's got his second basket of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Mirotic. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Gordon against Gasol. Over Gordon. The shot's good from Gasol. And Milwaukee leads by 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Hill passes to Gasol. Middleton outside. Back to Gasol. The pass to Connaughton. 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And Mirotic throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Capella.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Gasol kicks to Hill. Middleton outside. That shot no good. And Houston the other way now.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
Here is Mbalamute. Another shot. Paul. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Middleton drives in. Outside Mirotic. On the wing, Hill. Here's Middleton. 10 points for him. Outside Gasol. Back to Middleton. It's stolen by Capella. Teardrop shot, and it's laid in by Paul. Paul's got 12 in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here is Hill. He has 5. Shots good by Middleton. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Paul against Hill. Outside Gordon. Fires the 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And Houston leads by 1.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. ABC's checked in for Mirotic. Antetokounmpo comes in for ABC. And Brogdon subbed in for ABC. And stolen by Ilyasova. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. That free throw, no good. ABC's checked in for Houston. And he's good on the second. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Now, here is Hill. He's got 5. Here's Ilyasova. The kick out to Hill. Passes to Brogdon. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's.
He hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Pardon? That's good.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Antetokounmpo against Ariza. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Gasol drops 2. Houston leading by 3. Green taking his time here. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. 14 points for ABC.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Antetokounmpo against Ariza. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Good D by Ariza.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Ilyasova. They get the rebound. Gasol kicks to Ilyasova. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Hill against Harden. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee trails by 3. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Harden's shot is good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Hill kicks to Brogdon. Outside Gasol. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. The kick out to Hill. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Tucker can't get it to go. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Hill, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of calling.
Leaves the dishes to Harden. Pass to Tucker. He kicks to Ariza. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee trails by 4. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And for Houston, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. And here's Harden. A 32-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
Yeah, his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards too.
Now here's Ariza. Back to Capella. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if story? Had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, and to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden? He got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 14.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here is Harden. Kicks to Green. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Green.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Bledsoe outside. Brogdon right side. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Pass to Ariza. Houston moving it around. Slammed home and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Houston making a switch here. Nene's checked in. For Houston, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical. Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Houston in the lead. Al Harden, 15 points in the game. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Milwaukee, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And for Houston, they're shooting in the second quarter around 42%. Ariza outside. 1:52 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Now here's Harden. Rejected by Gasol. Stolen by Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 17 now.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Gasol passes to Antetokounmpo. Taken away by Nene. Antetokounmpo against Harden. And Gasol sends it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Johnson, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Green. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for ABC. Mirotic comes in for ABC. ABC's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And ABC subbed in for Brogdon. Pass break, Milwaukee. Bledsoe's running. Dishes it to Mirotic. Middleton outside. Now the pass to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. And it's good off the back rim and in. Gordon's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Harden against Bledsoe. High post Lopez. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're over-shifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for Houston, Kenny?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. They've got ABC. ABC is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's ABC, and it's Lopez, and it's the foul.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Bledsoe, following the score by Houston. Passes it to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Pass to Middleton. Over Ariza. That one a little long.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in instance. Every team now calibrated to do that.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Paul finds Harden. Looking to get it going. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Harden. Paul's got 14.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensively.
Now here's Bledsoe. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Milwaukee trails by 3. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Houston. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. From outside the arc, Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Ariza passes to Tucker. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Up and in on the layup as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Fires from the line. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And Houston leads by 1.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Bledsoe against Paul. Middleton for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Middleton's got 16.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Houston shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. Harden hits them both. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And that one's good by Lopez.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Okay. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
On the pass to Ariza. Second shot opportunity. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
To the middle. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Yeah, Kevin, this is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And so here is Houston after the basket by Milwaukee. Harden inside the three-point line. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brogdon outside. Bledsoe against Paul. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Good. And it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Bledsoe against Paul. And the dunk by Capella.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Lopez. 6 points for him. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And it's Paul missing.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Antetokounmpo passes to Brogdon.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Now a timeout called by Houston. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
Green is checked in for ABC. And Milwaukee also making a switch. ABC is checked in for ABC. Milwaukee leading by 4. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Now the dish to Antetokounmpo. And he converts the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in just the second half.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Ball against Bledsoe. The offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Here's Bledsoe. He has 5. Passes it to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They double team Bledsoe. Pass to Lopez. No one near him. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 7th assist in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Capella. Green against Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Bledsoe. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Houston trails by 10. Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
They double-team Bledsoe. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Stolen by Brogdon. And, oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. Inside, Brogdon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Brogdon's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee. And it's Paul with the ball for Houston. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And for Houston, they're shooting 37% so far in the third quarter. And they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough, tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Here's Brogdon, following the score by Houston.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, well, listen, guys, that was great work, making them pay for the laps on defense.
Now here's Harden. He's got 25. Drains the three-pointer. Harden's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Houston. Call against Bledsoe. The pass to Brogdon. From downtown, it's not going to go for him. Good D by Harden.
One made three for him for the game. Was he focused closer in? Let's see. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. And Brogdon, here we go.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
Now here's Green. Five to shoot. And Houston again with the bucket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Greg, this game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Houston making some changes. And Mbaamute's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Green. Mirotic is checked in for Milwaukee. ABC comes in for ABC. Gordon kicks to Johnson. Back to Gordon. No good on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 7. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Can't connect from short range.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the score by Houston. Kicks to Mirotic over Mbamute. Mirotic's shot is off.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 5. Passes to Connaughton. Bledsoe against Mbamute. To the wing right side. The wide open look here for Lopez. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
And if they're thinking, they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. Now, sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lopez outside. No good from outside.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Come on, guys. Come on. Play our game. Play our game. Get into them. Play our game. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. We got to settle down.
You can tell he doesn't think his team is playing like themselves.
And they aren't. They just seem a step slow at this point, and Coach D'Antoni is just trying to energize them.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Call out there with Gordon. Then it's Johnson, and it's ABC, and it's Mbamute in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in this time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
And Kev, if someone was there to contest it, it wouldn't have done any good.
Here's Capella. That shot is off. Good D by Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. Outside Mirotic. It's rebounded by Houston. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Now here's Johnson. Capella trying to free himself up. Johnson can't get it to go.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. He was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it. Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Here's Paul after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Gordon. Launches it. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Here's Johnson. Mirotic grabs the miss.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances either.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. ABC's checked in for Houston. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tucker dishes to Johnson. He kicks to Gordon. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Paul. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Bledsoe outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Mirotic. From past the arc. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Lopez passes to Bledsoe. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. From deep three-point range, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Milwaukee making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. Ball against Bledsoe. Shoots from 14. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Paul.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Pass to Middleton. Fades back. Bullseye. And Milwaukee leads by 6.
And since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
Paul kicks to Johnson. And there's the pass to Gordon. Houston moving it around. Passes it to Tucker. Pulls it up. The rebound by Brogdon. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Milwaukee. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Now here's Bledsoe. Mirotic finds Lopez. Back to Mirotic. Ball against Bledsoe. Over Paul. Shakes him, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Houston making 2 changes. ABC's checked in for Johnson, and ABC's subbed in for Gordon. Lob pass to Capella. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Tucker.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Milwaukee leading by 3. And Bledsoe, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Paul for 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bledsoe for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Houston trails by 5. And it's Paul penetrating. Capella trying to free himself up. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Brogdon outside. That 3 off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 13. So just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Capella, the pass to Harden. He kicks it to Paul. Tucker with the ball. Over Mirotic. Tucker can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 3. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Not going to go that time. Paul with the defensive effort. Here's Harden. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, ABC.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Ariza with the bucket. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Brogdon outside. Lopez outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Houston. They're on a 16-6 run. Paul kicks to Harden from the arc, and another three for Houston.
Second three-pointer of the second half. 5 overall. He's killing it from long range.
It's Brogdon on the wing, guarded by Tucker. Brogdon outside. Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Capella, and he can't bank that one in. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Perfect timing. With a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Yeah, easy call.
And he makes the first.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Mirotic. Good on both. Here is Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Paul. Loud pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 46 points.
Too bad his scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys had picked up some slack.
And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Now, that's how you lead your teammate into the scoring chance. I love that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
On the wing, Harden. The three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And got it! Another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Harden against Brogdon. Puts it up. That one misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Harden against Brogdon. Takes a 3. Harden, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 1-point game. Outside for Bledsoe. the phone, trying to focus now in the seconds. Good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that ties the game up.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Ogden against Harden. Another miss by Houston.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo, and they double up Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Ariza. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Ball passes to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Good D by Brogdon.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can counter him and make some shots.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Connects from downtown.
Well, that's a great inbounds play. He gets to the right spot outside the arc. And when that pass is there for him.
Antetokounmpo. No good.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that.
Now a timeout called by Houston. For 3, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Houston. ABC is out there with ABC. And it's ABC, and it's ABC, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's Houston with it. Pass to Ariza. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ariza's got the game tied up here for Houston. Ariza's gone 2 of 4 from the field. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Oh, look at him!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
That's good from Capella. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. To the paint, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. We're just over a minute into overtime here. Now Harden. It's over Brogdon. A terrific shot on a turnaround. And that's now 38 points for ABC. For Milwaukee, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop so far in overtime. Back to Antetokounmpo. In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And for Houston, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Stolen by Brogdon. And oh, here we go. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's why you go home. And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Harden, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. They get it again. Paul against Bledsoe. Paul outside. Houston needs to get a shot off. Harden's shot is off. Milwaukee leading by 3. It's stolen by Capella. Jumps up, and the dunk by Capella.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Yeah, but you can't fail to protect the ball. That's the likely result. Those types of turnovers.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by Houston. And another one falls.
Hit that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Brogdon against Harden. Over in the corner, Paul lets it go from 14. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Harden. It's over Brogdon. Harden can't hit. Capella. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Capella's got 39. Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Down low. Here's Lopez. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defense is aggressive on them. When you're giving up that much height, there's only so much you can do.
That's good from Lopez.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
The three from Harden hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 41.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
But it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, and that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, Lopez, and Capella sends it back. But they get it done. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Antetokounmpo. Paul with the steal. To the inside. Capella. Money!
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. Impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's Brogdon. It's good from beyond the arc.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 4. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, time is of the essence. Basket and a foul, that's got to be the game plan.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for Milwaukee. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
At the line, Brogdon. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Ariza outside. Nails the trade. Poked away. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. Look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter. And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if they're going to get yet another overtime.
I mean, that's a great inbounds play. He gets to the right spot outside the arc, and that pass is there for him.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Brogdon inside the line. He made it!
That's how you beat the clock. All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
A hero's finish. They're going to have to carry him off on their shoulders for that one.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks.